I am the bone of my scythe. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 lances, unknown to death, nor known to life. I have withstood pain to create many spears, yet those hands will never hold anything. So as I pray, unlimited lance works! Yo, what's going on YouTube? How you boys and girls doing? Yo, I hope y'all liked that little intro I did. I thought about that when I was making this build. Like, oh my god, I'm Archer from Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, if you know what that is. Thank you all for the last support on that guide I did for the malignant tunnels. Yo, we're going up, man. Like we're almost at 7K or 8K or something like that, man. The most viewed video. I want to thank everybody for supporting me. Yo, if you hit that like button, that leave a comment down below and subscribe, man, it will help out a lot. So without further ado, man, let's get into the video. So with the new season, I didn't know what build I was gonna go. I thought I was gonna play like a rogue or a sork or whatever. But I said, you know what? Let me play necromancer again and let me try something new that I've never tried before. So we have a blood mage necromancer. Blood lance is kind of crazy. I came up with a build that uses the malignant hearts really well. So let's get into the skills first. The skills we're going to be using are, of course, Blood Lance. You're going to be using Hemorrhage. You're going to use Blood Wave. You're going to use Corpse Tendrils. You're going to use Blood Mist. And you're going to use Corpse Explosion. Now, something that's really important, unlike many builds, Corpse Explosion and Corpse Tendrils are not there to do any damage whatsoever. These items aren't here to do damage. We literally just have them so they can explode. So for specifically for corpse explosion, we want that there just so it could proc corpses and kill and detonate corpses. We don't actually need it to do damage, but we just needed to sacrifice the corpses. With corpse tendril, you can see I got ranked 5 out of 5, but that's for items and they just happen to be there. But really, we just want the corpse tendrils for the pull in, the stun, and the vulnerable. So that's all we're using corpse tendril for. All of our damage is coming from this right here, blood lance. Blood lance is going to give us all our damage, and I'm going to have the build in the description below so you can see what I built. My build in game is currently a little different than what is on the website because I got two uniques that I didn't think I were going to get, and the uniques kind of enhance the build. I do more damage and I survive a little longer. The more you get up in level, the more you get Paragon points, the more that you're going to be able to survive without these uniques. But like if you do get these uniques, I think they are better. But we can't work in the where and more uniques drop in this game, so you got to work with just getting legendary aspects. So let's look at the build. All right. So we're going to take one and hemorrhage, enhance hemorrhage, acolyte's hemorrhage, and then you're just going to follow this path. Blood lance, enhanced blood lance, supernatural blood lance. And what really makes this build tick is the ability to spawn blood orbs. And we will see why that is very important when we get into the aspects and the items that we decided to take. So we really want to spawn a lot of blood orbs. We're going to take this maximum essence. We're going to want to take this, have a chance to create a corpse, 12%. We're going to take Blood Mist, Enhanced Blood Mist, and we want to get the Dreadful Blood Mist for the Fortify, for survivability. And then consuming a corpse generates essence. And then when you consume a corpse, you deal more damage, so that's really good. You want the close damage and the distance damage because you can be doing both with this build. You can be really far away, and sometimes you can't get away from mobs. And then you want to be able to survive up close. You're going to take all the passes for the blood. You're going to take 1 point in corpse tendril. Again, the items gave it that. Then you're going to go down to hands, then vulnerable. And then you want to when a corpse is formed, you're from your skills or your minions fortify, which is really good. And then you're going to take blood wave, the blood wave that slows, and then supreme blood wave because it leaves behind 3 orbs. Blood wave is not here to do damage. It is not here to do damage. It is simply here to generate more orbs, and that's its whole utility. And you're going to do your most damage when you use blood wave because it's going to be spawning more orbs, blood orbs. And then, of course, you're going to take Rathma's Vigor for the constant overpower damage. So this build is overpower, blood orbs, and fortify. That's the 3 things you want to think about when you're using this build. You want maximum fortify, you want overpower, and you want blood orbs. Now, let's look at the Book of the Dead. You're going to want to take the critical chance sacrifice from the skirmishers. You're going to want to take the overpower damage is increased by 40% from the skeleton mages. And then you want to take the increased critical strike damage from the golems. So that's basically the skills you're going to use. And by themselves, these skills aren't really that great. And something I want to show you guys. In the early game, before you get a lot of points and things, and while you're leveling up, it is okay to take like 5 in corpse explosion and take the increased radius and the increased damage to vulnerable. It's okay to get 5 in corpse tendril because early on and before you get all the aspects, you're not going to be doing a lot of damage with bloodlands by itself. So you need other sources of damage, and that's really great. I don't really have a leveling version of this, so I only have the final product. So if you want a leveling version, you just use your best judgment about what skills to take early on so that you can do the most damage. But the moment you get your aspects, you're going to take all that off and just start putting it into the things I said. Now let's get into the items. So what's really important about this build is, of course, blood orb generation. So and one of the reasons is for this right here. Casting blood lance will consume blood orbs to conjure lances from them. Each additional lance deals 48% damage of normal damage and prioritizes targets on lance enemies. So look, this is a shit roll. It's at 48%. This could be a 75% damage. So you'll be doing way more damage if you get a better roll. So this is really important. And this is one of the reasons why generating blood orbs is so important because it's going to be spawning way more blood lances. And then right here, this one is really good. Fires 2 additional blood waves. So at first you're just firing 1 blood wave and you're getting 3 blood orbs from it. But with this, you're getting 9 because you fire 2 additional ones, so 3, 6, 9. And that's way more spears coming from this right here. So that's already a lot of blood lances. Then right here, consuming a corpse increases damage of your next core skill by 9%. And this is really important because usually you would not be able to use this effectively because you wouldn't be getting that damage. But here's where it comes into play. This new malignant heart, walking near corpses, automatically activates your corpse skills every second. So you only want 1 point in corpse explosion, and it's going to be proccing every second. Boom, boom, corpse explosion. Now, corpse tendril happens less often, but you still don't have to press a button. These 2 things are going to be proccing automatically, and that's going to give you increased damage all the time. And with these 2 things on all the time, you're just going to be exploding packs of enemies. And I'm in War Tier 4 at level 67, so I'm struggling a little bit, and as you can see from the clips, I'm still doing crazy damage. But if you're on World Tier 3, nothing is going to stop you. If you want to do Elias, you're going to burn and melt through him. So you want that Malignant Heart. And then here's another good Malignant Heart. Um, while you're above 60% life, core skills cost 197 life instead of your primary resource. Skills that consume life deal 24% increased damage. This is fantastic because you're going to be healing so much from your blood skills. You're not even going to feel that you're losing the health from this, and you're going to save resource. So this is great resource generation. And with resource saving, and so it's really good. And then this is the last malignant heart, and this is good just for CC. After spending 150 of your primary resource, your next attack stuns. You're going to be spamming blood lance, so you're going to go through this really fast, and you're going to be constantly stunning enemies, especially with corpse tendril. So you're going to be stunning them with your blood lance and your corpse tendril. So most of the time, a lot of enemies are going to be stunned permanently, and that's going to leave you enough time to do damage, and they're going to be vulnerable as well. Now let's go to the helmet. Um, Disobedience is just the best thing. You get this is a max roll. It's just great for survivability. And here's our first unique: Blood Artisan Cuirass. When you pick up a blood orb, a free bone spirit. When you pick up 5 blood orbs, a free bone spirit spawn, dealing damage based on the current life percentage. And if you're at 100% life, this is a lot of damage. And I max roll this, so I only got to pick up 5 blood orbs. And then it gives you blood orb healing. And something that's really unique with this and why this works together, when blood orb spawns and you use blood lance, it counts as you picking it up. So you don't even have to be near the blood orbs. You could be super far away from enemies, not see them on the screen as you saw. And it's going to count as you picking up the blood orbs, and it's going to be sending the bone spirit. And then when you come to the gauntlets, of course, you just want this is also a max roll. Critical gain 20% critical strike chance for 6 seconds when you cast Corpse Tendril. And with the Malignant Heart, you're going to be casting Corpse Tendril all the time. Your critical strike damage is going to be increased by 40%. By enemy damage by Corpse Tendril. So you don't care about the Corpse Tendril's damage, you just want it to hit them, and they're going to be doing more critical strike damage, so you're going to be critting almost all the time with this build. Then here's the other unique Temerity. This one is really good. Effects that heal you beyond 100% grants you a barrier up to 68% of your maximum life that lasts for 8 seconds. This is really good. As you can see, I put healing received on this, so it can increase with a gem, so it can increase your healing. And with your blood abilities, you're automatically be healing over. So you're going to be fortified, you're going to be healing, and you're going to get a barrier plus fortified. So you're going to be really tanky, and you don't need blood bone storm for the survivability and the barrier. So this is really important. It's really good. It increases the potion drop rate. It increases your chance to heal life. So a lot of the times I don't run out of potions. Like I will literally be at 9 potions while doing nightmare dungeons. And I'm level 67, so these nightmare dungeons are like level 75, level 78, and I'm just melting mobs. And then we're gonna come down here, and when there are at least 5 close enemies, stun them for 3 seconds. That only occurs once every 20 seconds. So not only are you stunning them from your blood lance, you're stunning them from your corpse tendril, and you're gonna stun them from your boots. So this is just providing you constant CC all the time, so that the enemies won't be hitting you, and when they do hit you, you have the survivability necessary to deal with said enemies. So this is really great. And then let's go down to the weapon. This one right here, it could be a better roll, but Blood Lance deals increased damage to its primary target per lanced enemy. So it just increased damage to the people you hit. And then this one right here, this is why this build is called Unlimited Blood Lance. Unlimited Lance works. Each cast of Blood Lance launches an additional Blood Lance at nearby enemies. When it first hits an enemy that is already lanced, dealing 43% damage. So you're going to be spawning more Blood Lances from Blood Orbs, and then you're going to also be spawning an additional one every time you cast it from this. So literally, Blood Lances are going to be flying all over your screen. It's going to be amazing. You're going to be doing a lot of damage, and you're just never going to not have Blood Lances everywhere. And then they're going to be over. And one of the beauties of Blood Lances, as we can see here, every 6 times you use it, it overpowers. And then you have this, what causes overpowers as well. And then you just naturally, with this build, are going to have doing overpower damage even outside of these 2 areas. So you're going to be constantly doing crazy amounts of overpowered damage. You're going to be doing crazy amounts of crits. They're all going to be vulnerable, and you're going to be making a mess and easy work of enemies, and it's not going to be funny. So that's the basics. So then after that, you're going to go to your Paragon. And as you can see, this is the Paragon. Um, the Paragon is in the description below. I have the image up right now, so you can see what the Paragon looks like, what you should be using for the Paragon. And this is just my general idea. If you guys have some other ideas on what you should use for the Paragon instead of what I'm using, leave a comments down below. On my last build that I did, people suggest me to do things and I improved it. This is a team effort, so if you guys have any ideas of what I should do to improve my Paragon, let me know. And if you guys want to see anything else from me, let me know. This has been a really amazing couple of days with this season one. I'm loving the game so far. I'm having more fun than I've ever had. And something that I really want to point out, the first clip that you see in this video was in the PvP zone. One of these PvP zones right here. And these are fantastic for XP. Let me tell you, you gain so much XP from PvP zones. It's not funny. I was literally at 66, and all of this is from PvP zones for the most part. Like 80% of this bar from like I was halfway 66 to now it's PvP zone. When you're a lower level in the PvP zones, you pop a potion, you get the 8% from the earner blessing, and you're just speed leveling because they're so much higher level than you. And in PvP zones, the mobs are so dense. They're more dense than anywhere else in the game, even Nightmare Dungeons. So I leveled up so much, killing elites. So yeah, that's the build, guys. I love you all. Um, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Like, comment, subscribe. Rex out.